able to sort of get children well organized inside the classroom, where classroom organization would be much simpler for the teacher in terms of learning, abilities of children, in terms of grouping them, the display of teaching and learning materials, movement of children in and out, within the classroom. Obviously, it will sort of not only improve, but it will highly impact on achieving quality education in terms of children's performance.
Your teachers, the lower basic school teachers within your region are also the lucky beneficiaries of the e-learning. So as providers of the knowledge, what's the importance of this e-learning?
The importance of e-learning cannot be overemphasized in this case, because e-learning, looking at the teacher is key to achieving quality education, and the teacher content knowledge is paramount in this context. Now, with the e-learning, it's something which the ministry has highly cherished to sort of support the content knowledge of teachers. And as such, the e-learning concept, as of now, we are having it at the regional level where, currently we have Janjambure as a center and Methodist as a center. But that notwithstanding, having it at the decentralized level where it is being, housed at the cluster level, so that it will cut down on the movement of teachers when they group during holidays, so that at least it will be easier to coordinate. And looking at e-learning in its context, in trying to address teacher content knowledge, I think that one is really ideal, not only in supporting quality, but again in making learning more relevant to the schools.
Situated in Region 6, ahead is Tambasansang village, far into the hinterland, and also one of the hard-to-reach communities. Prior to the establishment of the quarters, it was almost impossible to convince especially qualified teachers to accept postings here for various reasons. Those days seem over, as a modern staff quarters is the obvious answer. Enjoying the luxury of free accommodation, a solar system to power electricity 24 hours round the clock is also available for staffs at no cost. Teachers can also watch TV and keep themselves updated with current global issues.
You and your staff are now enjoying the latest beautiful teachers' quarters.
Exactly.
Courtesy of World Bank and IDB,
exactly,
through the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education.
Yeah.
Tell me, how was it like?
Before this staff quarters was established here, we encountered a series of difficulties because we were in the village, staying in the village, compared to the distance from the village to the school. But now that we have the staff quarters in the school, teachers, they all come to school on time and regularly for that matter. Yeah.
What about in terms of comfortability?
It is very comfortable. It is very comfortable. During our leisure time in the school, we do sit down and discuss, because the buildings are so comfortable that if you get inside there, you will not fear anything.
Are you telling me this is one of the things that can motivate teachers to come up?
Exactly, this can motivate teachers. In fact, teachers, sometimes call me and lobbying for transfer to this school.
Within this region?
Yeah, within this region, because of the staff quotas. And I also thank the Ministry for Basic and Secondary Education for providing such an expensive and comfortable building for the community here.
What are some of the facilities inside that motivate your staff?
The facilities are, you have a solar panel. All the rooms are with light 24 hours from morning to dawn. Before we had this problem of charging system with the mobile. But now we are free, we are happy. In fact, my staff are now appealing to me that they will not want to transfer from this school.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
You also have the opportunity to watch TV and everything.
Yes, I have a TV in my house, and we feature it.
The comfortness of the house and the electricity that is provided. Charging is not a problem anymore now. Electricity is okay. We write, we don't spend much money now, because as we used to be in the village, we buy candle for writing, teaching and learning lesson plans. But now all that has been stopped. Yes, everything is okay now. Yeah.
Do you see yourself staying here for long because of the teachers' quarters?
Yeah, exactly. I will prefer to stay here for some quite number of years now. Yeah, because the place is conducive. Yeah, now, exactly. Yeah.
Public schools in your region are in the hard-rich communities, and for this reason it's difficult to lure teachers to those schools, for the simple fact that the distance between the schools and the center here is very far, and sometimes the accommodation is a problem. That's right. Now that some of these schools have staff quarters, do you think the presence of these staff quarters contribute to this quality, to the attainment of the quality education the ministry is having?
Ms. Mendy, I want to say you are very right to say that staff quarters, accommodation for teachers particularly, has been a problem in the rural areas. And it has really been difficult to get teachers to come to these areas before. Taking into consideration that one of the basic human needs is shelter, accommodation, you cannot do, and no human being can do, without accommodation. And so, when teachers were posted to the rural areas, and Region 6 was no exception, one of the things that the teachers would ask about is there accommodation for teachers? And if there were no accommodation, then they really lost interest in coming to the region, even though they would have loved to come. And these staff quarters that have now been provided for teachers in the region and in these particular schools, Tamba Sansang, Sare Jaube, Sare Wallam, among others, is a great motivation for these teachers to come to the region,